Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the week of August 22nd. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Leo. I do hope things are going well for you. I am using the Tarot Muka as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up and in view here, and then we'll get right into it. All right, put this up here, and then we'll also take 3 Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. All right. Leo, so right now, some of you could be going through an emotional releasing process in your life. Some of you could be letting go of somebody important from the past. In fact, it's a pretty clear message here, a pretty direct message that some of you have. Some of you are perhaps in the process of a breakup, divorce, or separation. This person was very important to you, or you were very important to them. This was a deep connection with this person. And I'll talk about this some more, but it's a very, very clear message here. The thing is, in this reading in particular, first and foremost, this feels like a big event. The reason being is we have 3 major arcanas here. Okay, major arcanas represent bigger energy, major events, major energies. So this was a very important, might not be the right word, but this was a very big event in your life. Whatever is happening or whatever has happened here as it relates to breaking up or even just going through an emotional releasing process, this was big. Okay, this was big for you, and this feels like you're moving into something new though. The thing is, you have these 2 extremely positive, extremely powerful cards in the future, and so this is truly a message of one door closing, another opening. This is truly a message of you going through the thick of it right now, going through something that's very rough right now, but on the other end of it, there's extreme happiness here. It is in the distant future, but it is absolutely coming forward. If this is your message, it looks like right now there's a big struggle or a challenge that you're dealing with, but on the other end of this, there's a whole lot more happiness for you available. So let's get into it. In the overall situation, I've kind of already talked about it here. You do have this 3 of Swords. You can see this person is crying. I actually love this interpretation of the card because the 3 of Swords is heavily associated with divorce, separation, breakup, separation. It's a severance energy. But if you take a look here, they're also just emotionally releasing something, right? They're crying. And so this doesn't always have to be about breaking up. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, Leo, like if your relationship's great, if your marriage is great, then I am not saying that this is like you're like something's going to happen and you're going to divorce or break up or separate or whatever. This could be something completely opposite of that. This could be something about you going through the loss of a job. This could be something about you going through separation from a parent, separation from a friend or a child. And you can see it's represented here by the emotion that is in the card. However, for many of you, this is about divorce, breakup, or separation, because in the past here we have the Lovers as well as the 2 of Cups. I mean, these are probably the 2 biggest love cards in the tarot. This is my favorite love card, the 2 of Cups. But I mean, these are literally cards that indicate partnerships and relationships right here, the Lovers and the 2 of Cups. And not only that, but this is a connection that you have with somebody that is extremely deep. Okay, this is a soul bond. This is a soul union, because that is kind of one of the messages with the 2 of Cups. But when you throw in the Lovers card with it, it's like multiplying that sort of idea. And the Lovers also is about important choices in life. And so somebody made a choice that was important, and they may not have realized it at the time, but this choice that they made or that you made had an effect on this partnership. And this partnership here is now for better or for worse, changing with the Three of Swords in the middle. And so there's been something here involving a very special important person for you in the past that, for whatever reason, something has happened here, and there's now this emotional releasing. There's now this separation event happening with the Three of Swords in the middle. But this is very clear that for many of you, this is probably even somebody that you've been in a relationship for some time with. I want to get some clarity here to see if this is a long-term relationship. My intuition is saying yes, because we're getting two heavy love cards here in the past. Now, in the future, you have the Chariot and the Sun, okay? So two amazing cards to find in a tarot reading. The Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles, and this is about overcoming external obstacles that happen outside of you. So for many of you, I feel like either they broke up with you or you were forced to break up with them, in that maybe they cheated, maybe they did something that was just not right, and you're like, well, my hands are tied here, I can't move on with this. And I feel that way because this idea of the Chariot is you overcoming the external. It's overcoming what is happening outside of you. This is a very important message of as above, so below. When you get the Chariot card, you can see the star pattern on the canopy above this person, indicating the universe. I think you can see that, indicating the universe. And the sphinxes here on the Chariot, they represent the earth. And so as it is done in the universe, it is done down here. As challenging as this is to say, and probably as challenging as an event it is that you're going through, whatever's happening is happening for a reason, because of this idea of as above, so below. And again, I know that's not like something you want to hear, especially if this person's been long-term or this person was very important to you, which I think they were. For whatever reason, this is something that is taking you closer to where you need to go. This is taking you closer to your destiny, so to speak, because of the Chariot's influence here. This is about moving along. And you have it here with the Sun card. The Sun is about, for me, the Sun is the best card to find in a tarot reading. It's the happiest card, it's the most positive card. And the Sun says that there is joy, success, happiness in an abundance available for you, in this case, in the future. There is some sort of hurdle that you are kind of going over here with the Chariot before you get to the Sun card, but it is showing up here in the future. And so the Sun is an extremely good card. It's also a card of expression. And so perhaps you've been in this situation where you didn't realize it, but you were not really being given an opportunity to fully express yourself, and now you are. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here and see what else we have. So you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the Ten of Wands. So it is interesting. There may have been a strange workplace situation that happened here involving you and this person, or something related to their work. So if you've watched my readings before, you know I like to try to bring in messages for love and romance as well as career and finance. It's just I'm not going to try to fit something in that doesn't work. And so like the fact that we had these two love cards here in the past with Three of Swords, that's a very clear indicator of this being a love message. But now in this second layer of the pyramid here, we're getting a very heavy message around Pentacles and Wands, which is money and work. And those two things are very closely connected here. So the King of Wands person, this is somebody that's attractive. This is somebody that you want to be around, similar to the Queen of Wands. The thing is, the King of Wands, different from the Queen of Wands. The King of Wands this is somebody who is married to their work. Okay, they are married to their career. They put their career above all else. And it's almost like with this Ten of Wands here, Ten of Wands represents a burden. This was a burden for you. And it's just like, for you, it's possible that you didn't get your needs met in this situation, and you're going to recognize this in the future. By the way, it doesn't matter what gender you are or what gender you're interested in. I do not attach gender to my cards. So if there's a queen, there is a king, but if there's a queen, it doesn't matter. It's just masculine and feminine energies. But there is this other interesting situation here where the King of Wands is somebody who goes between person to person, or they may be somebody who goes between person to person in that they're promiscuous. Okay, they could be somebody who is promiscuous. Hard to wrap down the King of Wands because they have a lot of interest from a lot of people in a lot of areas of their life. And it's possible that some of you have had to deal with that. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles represents an offer in the material realm. This could be around like making a sale, making a purchase. This could be around, signing a new contract or offer, something like that. It also just says that your prospects in life are generally looking good. But I do feel like this person that you've dealt with, they were very, very focused on their studies or their work, and that put a strain on their relationship. You then have this Two of Pentacles as well, which represents a change in material situations. It's possible that some of you are going through like a divorce proceeding, like you're trying to figure out, maybe there's a prenup or there wasn't a prenup, and you're trying to figure out that situation because there's a change here in your material situation showing up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these 3 Kipper cards are. Yeah, so you have Lovers, Courthouse, and Main Female. You literally cannot make this up. I mean, look at this, right? The Courthouse is like you potentially like filing a motion for divorce, or they doing that. I think it's, whoever would be considered to be the feminine in the relationship with the Main Female card, I think that person has filed the motion for divorce. There's this situation here with the Lovers card showing up very heavily here. This person was just a very important part of your life for I think a long time. I do wonder if you maybe had kids with this person. I don't know. I can't see there. I don't see any fertility cards. What I would consider fertility cards. It's possible that you have. It's possible that this could be a messy situation here. But on the other end of this, you're coming out of this in a much better position here. I will tell you that much. Let's go ahead and take a look at getting some more clarifications. But if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Six of Pentacles, you have the Strength card, and you have the Nine of Swords. So the Strength card is your card, Leo. It's the card of Leo, and it's very similar to the Chariot. The Chariot is number 7. The Strength card is number 8. They're both the Chariot and the Strength card are about overcoming obstacles in one's life. The difference is the Strength card is about overcoming an internal obstacle. So versus the Chariot, it's about an external obstacle. So you're dealing with obstacles, internal, external, around you right now, especially because you have this 10 of Wands card, which is about a burden. You have the 9 of Swords here, which is about potentially you having nightmares, you staying up late at night, you being stressed or anxious about something in your life. And it can be a very challenging card of maybe even like a mental breakdown. And like a mental situation, like anguish type of deal. It's like I need to keep reminding you have the Chariot and the Sun in the future, which again, right now you might not be able to see through the clouds, but the sun is coming out eventually here for you, and it's going to come out in a very bright way. You have the Six of Pentacles in the past. Six of Pentacles is this idea that as you give, you receive. It's also this idea of flow, a flow of money. There's inflow, outflow here going on in the card. This person is giving, and so you can see that there's flow. There's money being given away here, and so this is also this idea of inflow, outflow, resources coming in, resources going out, especially with the Two of Pentacles as well showing up. This is challenging because it's this connection that you've had to this person. This is inexplicably linked in with money and work in some ways. You have the Seven of Wands, and you also have the Queen of Cups. I'll tell you right now, do not back down from how you feel about this situation with the Seven of Wands card. Seven of Wands card, this person's standing their ground, they're defending their position, they know what is true for them. Okay, and they don't let anyone knock them off their path. And this is about competition. I do think that there might have been somebody else involved because of this idea. We're looking at, this is a love reading, okay? I mean, it's a strange love reading because there's like wands and money in Pentacles showing up here, which is work and money. That's the part that's throwing me off. So, but it is a love reading, no doubt. And with the Page of Pentacles indicating lots of prospects, and the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands indicating competition. King of Wands, somebody who's like not somebody who settles down. I definitely feel like for some of you, there's been competition here. The Queen of Cups in the future. Some of you are going to start working with a therapist in the future, and I will definitely make that prediction. Definitely a big fan of therapy for everybody. And the Queen of Cups is somebody who just has that sort of energy about them. This also tells you to trust your gut, trust your intuition, and also take care of yourself, take care of your emotional energy, and that's very important. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Magician. The Magician is about manifestation, it's about action, and well, you need to take action in order to get the gift or the blessings of the Magician, because the Magician has all the skills, talents, and abilities that they would ever need to manifest whatever it is that they want into their life, but they must take action. And so, again, this is bringing something else into your life, as challenging as that is. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands, and you'll have a choice, you'll have a decision. You'll be spending some time in contemplation, if this is your reading, on where you want to go, where you need to go, where you'd like to go. So yeah, bit of a challenging reading, but again, sun is absolutely coming in very bright for you here in the future as you deal with some challenges. So thanks so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.